Hello everybody, I am the Linkzilla, and welcome back to God of War, Chains of Olympus. When we last left off, we finally gave it back to Charon, and we took his mask. So now we basically have the power to, I don't know, drain the life out of our enemies. So now, here we are, at the Temple of Persephone. And the last cutscene basically confirmed that Kratos can now see the spirit of his dead daughter. So, I really wonder what's going to happen next. The Temple of Persephone. I remember first reading about the story of the legend of Persephone, like in high school and whatnot, and a lot of kids in my class kept pronouncing it Persephone. Persephone? Calliope! This is the game that revealed his daughter's name. I really wonder if they've done that for his wife yet. I'm pretty sure I could look up his wife's name online, but I kind of don't want to. I want it to be a surprise, in case they do ever reveal it. If I could basically talk about myself really quick, I actually got a little bit lucky today because I actually was allowed to leave work early. The rule of Persephone. Persephone, the tragic queen, sorrowfully rules over the dead. Her return to the earth in spring is marked by the flowering of the meadows. Her return to the underworld in fall sees the dying of plants and the halting of growth. Yeah, the thing about it is that pretty much the way that the legend goes is that Persephone is the daughter of the goddess Demeter, and she was coveted by Hades, and, you know, since Zeus royally screwed Hades out of his birthright, he decided, yeah, I'm gonna let you marry her. So, Hades effectively kidnapped her and brought her down to the underworld. Effectively, it's meant to be kind of an explanation for why the seasons change during the fall and the winter, why all the plants die and everything gets cold. It's because Demeter, who is the goddess of nature, she basically stops caring about the earth when her daughter is no longer around. And then in the spring, Persephone goes back up to the surface world where she can be with her mother, and everything becomes warm, bright, and beautiful again. So why does Persephone have to divide her time between the underworld and the surface world? Well, it's because before she was rescued from the underworld, Hades actually convinced her to eat a pomegranate fruit, and she ended up swallowing 7 seeds of the fruit. Whenever you eat anything in the underworld, you're basically kind of forced to stay there. So because she ended up swallowing 7 seeds, she has to stay there for 7 months out of the year. So that's basically a little bit more, most of the months of fall and winter. So in her youth, Persephone was seized by Hades and carried off to the underworld as his bride. Her mother, Demeter, yep, literally just explaining to what I basically just went on a tirade about. I just love how pointless my existence is, how, literally speaking, you can basically write me out of this entire thing. Refused to let the earth bear fruit until she returned to her. Zeus consented, but because Persephone had tasted the fruit of Hades, the pomegranate, she was cursed to forever spend part of the year with her husband in the underworld. Thus were born the seasons. Temple of Persephone, the domain of Persephone, wife of Hades, and goddess queen of the underworld. You know, I can't help but feel like they're really talking up Persephone here. I can sense the twist that's going to happen with this game, and I kind of don't approve of it, because I think I'd approve of it more if Persephone had a greater presence in this game. Like if she had appeared to Kratos pretending to help him earlier and maybe manipulate him into bidding. Oh, big cat. This one's bigger than the last one we fought, right? Yeah, it's definitely bigger. Get off me! key players in Greek mythology. So, literally, whenever you see an inaccuracy, it's because Kratos' influence has already affected the world in that particular area. A lot of people are wondering how is it that Kratos could do like the miraculous things that he's done, like killing the Minotaur or cutting off Medusa's head, when literally Theseus and Perseus did that, and the game establishes that those characters exist. Maybe Percy Jackson has the answer. The idea that monsters never truly are destroyed. They are just sent to the underworld where they eventually make a comeback, if decades later. So, literally speaking, every single monster that could have been fought and destroyed by a different hero could eventually rise again and menace the world once more. Bad goats. Come here, kitty. One doesn't read that mist. Yeah! Another one. Yeah. The power glove. It's so bad. Seriously, this thing is finally being devastating. Is there no one else? What kind of... What kind of star is this? Right. 119, so... Let's see. Lightning Run. Lightning Surge. Lightning Thrash. Olympic Thunder. Thunder! Maximum power. Now it's just these two. I have a feeling that I'm gonna upgrade this next. Awesome! Calliope! Well, I'm walking into some kind of trap. Whoa! I swear, you look away for 2 seconds and suddenly you're being assaulted. Time for an even more satisfying crunch. Get down on it. Nice! Oh, that's awesome. Oh, yes. Oh my god, I'm gonna have so much fun playing with this. There needs to be a customizable God of War game, you know, like similar in vein to like Hyrule Warriors, where Kratos can have access to literally every single weapon he's ever had throughout the franchise, because this thing is like top tier level weaponry. Well, I got enough orbs, so... strike additional enemies. 7,000. Not much, so... I think that maybe I might power this one up next. Ow! Oh, I could do that too. Kind of leaves me vulnerable though. he's already down. And another one. Ah. Wow, the bird survived. Alright, let's change it up. Squares all around. Well, a square has 4 edges. That required 4 button presses. Oops. Why won't you die? That's more like it. Up it up. I'm one out. That is a very dumb mechanic. Smash everything! Damn! Damn! Zeus ordered a super weapon, he doesn't mess around. Fan-friggin-tastic, we're back here again. guys are turning into stone when they get caught in the beams. You know, I'm beginning to think that there is such a thing as too many satyrs. Open up. I'm really beginning to hate that girl of mine. No, 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 no! And I'm dead. Oh, so that's what happens. Hey, Goatman. It's not over? Yeah, you're damn right it's over. You know, I often said that the God of War games are really fun without being tedious, but I'm wrong. There are several moments throughout the franchise that just get tedious, especially in Pandora's Temple and the Temple of the Fates, and now here in Persephone's Temple. There's no way my daughter did this by herself. So unless she can fly, she's not up here. Wait, what's this? Oh, I can break walls. And harpies. Is there any point to me breaking that? Can I get in there? Possibly? beginning to think I'm just cracking open harpies' nests. Oh well, more red orbs. Speaking of which, I need to upgrade the Radiant Sun. Though it might be easier at this point to just upgrade the Wrath of Charon. Ooh, finally something useful. Unlike harpies, as everyone knows, harpies are just a burden on society. This, honestly, might be the easiest God of War game to level up your equipment. Because seriously, I'm already a third of the way there on finishing this. On finishing the final item, I mean. Why you little? Why you little? Oh good, a Gorgon. Ooh, la la la. I know that this might look bad, but no. Video games do not promote violence against women. They promote violence against evil snake women. As we all know, regular women aren't evil and they're not snakes. Right? Right? I really kind of wish that she did more than just turn me to stone in that scenario. At least it's a dumb clops. Dumb cop! Bit of a delayed reaction there, don't you think, Atropos? And more than halfway there. Alright, let's just, nope, take the magic. Those of you who don't know, I was flipping a coin. And this should do it. I should be all the way powered up after this. Yep. Kratos! Full power right now! You complete me. You know, I know that you're dead and all, but seriously, if you don't stop running, you're gonna be grounded. I really shouldn't be making fun of Kratos' emotional torment at this moment, but right now I'm just pissed that the girl just seems to be leading him into one death trap after another. Let me just check real quick. Right. Time clock is about 45 minutes, so 15 minutes and I can... Yeah, we're good. We're good. I don't think that I need either of those necessarily, so I'm gonna save them for now. Knock knock. Unless the doors behind me close, which they probably will. We're outside. The groves of Persephone. Cutscene? Cutscene!
Calliope! Calliope, where are you?
Kratos looked, but his daughter was nowhere to be seen. In the middle
Instead,
of the room sat
a witch.
a figure he recognized all too well. Persephone, wife of Hades, and queen of the undead.
Where's
Where's
my
my
daughter,
daughter?
witch?
Choose your words carefully, Ghost of Sparta. You address the goddess of the underworld.
So that's Persephone.
Your daughter is well. She lives among the pure souls in the Elysian fields.
Lead me to her.
Have you forgotten, Kratos? The Olympians need you. They slumber at the hand of Morpheus.
I have faithfully served the gods, yet they do not give me what I ask. I grow weary of their demands.
The gods on Olympus failed me too, Kratos. I was betrayed by Zeus and tricked by my husband Hades. Now I am to stay in the underworld as queen of the dead, to serve the fallen and care for them as my own children.
Persephone! I demand to see my daughter!
As you wish. If Calliope is your true desire, I can help you. But be warned, Ghost of Sparta. The world of man will suffer because of your choice.
I care little for the world and its suffering! Where is she?
If you are to see your daughter again, you must become worthy of Elysium. Cast your weapons at the Forsaken Tree, and let it release the evils of your past. Only then will you be free of your sins, and be granted passage through the divine gates.
I honestly think that this game might actually have the most poignant of Kratos' character development. Because, literally speaking, this is basically going to show Kratos' true nobility, don't you think? Because I have a feeling I know what's going to happen, but Kratos giving up the sins of his past. He can't take the tree down. Kratos shows that he basically doesn't care about what happens to the world because he's so focused on his daughter. But then we're going to see later on, and what was that? There was a thud. The earth is shaking. You guys see that? Tattoo. Oh. I thought it was circle again. Magic. The ashes. Chains.
You have done well, Kratos. Walk through the portal and find the one you seek.
I'm completely depowered. Tree hugger. Now you will have no power, no magic. The only thing left for you is death!
Calliope!
He's an Elysium.
My child.
Why did you go?
I am here now, child, and I will not leave you again.
I have watched over you pathetic mortals for 1,000 years, and it is always the same. Serving yourself before the needs of others has always been your flaw.
And gloating is going to be your downfall,
For
lady.
now you serve my purpose. It is time for all that came before to end. The Titan will fulfill his role and finish what I have started. I released Atlas.
You?
As you were pathetically disarming yourself, Atlas completed the task I set him out to do. With the power of the sun in his hands, it is only a matter of time before he destroys the pillar that holds the world. And Olympus with it.
But why?
Do you think it was my choice to wed a man I did not love? Live a life I did not choose? I was betrayed by the very gods that once saw me as their own, but no more. Once the pillar is destroyed, the world will revert into chaos.
And what is to become of you?
I will have my peace and be free from this miserable existence. I will perish, but it is my choice.
Father? What's happening? I'm scared.
In your selfish choice to be with your daughter, you have caused her ruin.
No.
Elysium falls too, Kratos. She will perish.
No! I will not let the gods take her from me again!
Father!
The choice was clear to him, yet impossible to make. To stay with his daughter meant the end of the world and the end of her. To stop Persephone and Atlas would mean forsaking his daughter forever. But
Not
his hatred
necessarily.
and anger for the gods grew ever stronger. He knew there was but one thing to do.
Okay, Persephone, I'm just gonna level with you here, girl. What did you have to gain by telling him that? Seriously, you just wanted to brag, didn't you? You got no friends down here in the underworld. You just wanted one person to know that you were behind this entire thing. That you were the mastermind who thought up everything. Destroy the entire world and the gods with it by breaking down the world pillar. And yet, the one person you told this to is the one person in the entire cosmos who can stop you. The one person who will stop you. Literally speaking, had you just left Kratos alone to be blissfully unaware, reunited with his daughter, you would have won. But you just couldn't keep your damn mouth shut, could you, woman? Okay, so it's basically coming up on the hour mark, and we are here at the climax of God of War Chains of Olympus. I am pretty sure that this is the final stage coming up, so stay tuned for the final episode of God of War Chains of Olympus. You like this video, please leave a comment down in the comment section below and be sure to like and share with your friends. You want to keep up to date with more God of War Chains of Olympus coming your way in the future. The final episode is coming very soon. Then just smash that subscribe button like Atlas smashing the world pillar and ring that bell for notifications. And as always, I'll catch you guys in the next video. Later!